Guys, welcome back to another video, man. Today, we will be predicting the Houston Texans 2026 to 2027 record. Last season, the Texans finished 12-5, which placed them second in the AFC South, where they would get the fifth seed in the AFC. Wildcard round, they would beat the Steelers 30-6, but then in the divisional round, they lost to the Patriots 28-16 because of CJ Stroud. So we'll see if the Texans can get to their 12 wins again, maybe even exceed it. Let's go. Starting with their free agency additions and subtractions. Guys that they've lost. They lost Titus Howard to the Browns, Christian Kirk to the 49ers, Tim Settle to the Titans. They went on and lost Tommy Townsend to the Titans. Let's see. They lost Braxton Berrios to the Giants, Juice Shrugs to the Lions, Christian Harris to the Falcons, Harrison Bryant to the Seahawks, Miles Bryant to the Browns, Damone Clark to the Lions. And guys that they brought in. They brought in David Montgomery from the Lions, Braden Smith from the Colts, Evan Brown from the Cardinals, Foster Moreau from the Saints, Reed Blankenship from the Eagles, Logan Hall from the Buccaneers. They brought in Marte Mapu from the Patriots, Jake Hummel from the Ravens, Evan Hull from the Saints, Ali Gay from the Titans, Dominique Robinson from the Bears, and Kai Kroger from the Saints, which, their draft. Round 1, pick 26, they took Keelan Rutledge, offensive guard from Georgia Tech. Round 2, pick 36, they took Caden McDonald, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Round 2, pick 59, they took Martin Klein, tight end out of Michigan. They did not have a pick in the third round, but in round 4, pick 106, they took Fabichi Nawawu, offensive guard from Oklahoma. Round 4, pick 123, they took Wade Woodaz, linebacker from Clemson. Round 5, pick 141, they took Kamari Ramsey, safety from USC. Round 6, pick 204, they took Lewis Bond, wide receiver from Boston College. And round 7, pick 243, they took Aiden Fisher, linebacker from Indiana. Now the fun part. We get to the predicting. Starting the season with the Houston Texans. Week 1, they will be hosting the Buffalo Bills. Now, this should be a fun game. However, I'm going Bills in this one, man. I just think CJ Stroud, it just comes down to him. I don't think he'll be able to outduel Josh Allen. So I'm going Bills in an early win. Week 2, Texans host the Cincinnati Bengals, where I'm going Bengals to win this game. I just don't think CJ Stroud matches up well against Joe Burrow. I think it comes down to that. If CJ Stroud can play clean football, I think the Texans got a chance. But the Bengals defense did get a little bit better. Texans defense is still great, but I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. I'm going Bengals to get this win. Week 3, Texans are at the Indianapolis Colts, or I'm going Colts. I think this game is going to be at home for the Colts. Daniel Jones is going to be his third game back, most likely. I don't know. I think the Texans slip up here. And then week 4, Texans host the Dallas Cowboys, where I'm going Cowboys to win that Texas matchup, mainly because, well, it's CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and Dak Prescott. Like, the Texans defense is good, but I do think their defense will struggle a little bit in that game. Now, week 5, Texans will be at the Tennessee Titans, where I think the Texans pull off their first W of the season. I mean, the Titans, I think they will be improved, but I don't think they're going to be good or great. So I think Texans in week 5 get their first win of the year against the Titans. Week 6, the Texans will be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars in London, and I'm going Jaguars to win this game. I think the Jaguars, I don't know, I don't think they have a good team, but I think this is going to be one of those games where Jaguars, they're used to playing in London. Texans, not so much. I mean, the Texans have played in London a couple times, but the Jaguars play in London every single season. So I think Jaguars win this game. Week 7, Texans are hosting the New York Giants, and I'm going Texans to win this game against the Giants. I just don't think the Giants are that good, to be honest. I think the Texans could easily blow out the Giants if CJ Stroud plays with his marbles on. So, yeah, I'm going Texans. Week 8, Texans bye week. And coming off their bye, week 9, Texans will be at the Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm going Chargers to win this game, man. Like, I don't know. I've been 50-50 on a lot of things. This is one of the games where I think in my Chargers video, I think I remember me predicting Chargers to win, but I'm going to switch that up. Look, it's my channel. It's my video. I can do whatever I want with this. But yeah, I was thinking about it more. I think the Chargers, that defense got a little bit better, and I can't say that the Texans offense has, so I'm going Chargers to squeak out one in there. Week 10, Texans will be at the Cleveland Browns. It will be interesting if Deshaun Watson is the Browns starter. I don't think he will be. Well, I mean, I don't know. I could see two worlds with that. But I'm going Texans to win this game. Like, Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, Taylor Green. It does not matter. Texans by a million. Beat the Browns. Week 11. Thursday night football. Texans are hosting the Indianapolis Colts, where I'm picking Texans to win. I don't see them getting swept by Indianapolis. I think the Texans will, I think Jonathan Taylor could give the Texans some problems. But overall, I think, the Texans have a way better roster, so I think they get one against the Colts. Week 12, Texans host the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going Texans here because I think with the Ravens, I don't think Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry will still be a good running back. I don't think he's going to be top 5 like he has been in years past. And Lamar Jackson, I think this game he's going to struggle. I think he still will have a fine game, but in areas where Lamar seems to do great a lot of times, I think he's going to struggle here. I'm going Texans to beat the Ravens. Week 13, a wild card rematch, you say. Whew, man. All right. So, let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry, I had to do some math. Where was I? Yeah, week 13, Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. I'm going Texans, man. I mean, that we saw them play in the playoffs. Texans dominated. I don't see a reason why they can't do it again. Give me Texans to beat the Steelers. All right, next game, week 14. They are at the Washington Commanders. I'm going Texans here. I don't think the Commanders have that good of a roster. I think the Texans have, Nico Collins. Tank Dell hopefully will play this game. CJ Stroud, I don't think Stroud is terrible. I don't even necessarily think he's bad, but if CJ Stroud just needs to be, he doesn't need to be rookie Stroud. He just needs to be above average Stroud. So I'm going Texans to beat the Commanders. And then week 15, I'm going Texans to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars as they host the Jaguars. I'm going Texans to win that one. I think they split. Week 16, Texans at the Philadelphia Eagles here on Thursday Night Football on Christmas Eve. And I think Texans will be getting all the presents here because I'm going Texans to beat the Eagles. I think that's going to happen. Give me Texans to beat the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. I don't trust Hurts. I trust Stroud more than I trust Hurts. I don't trust the Eagles. A.J. Brown being gone doesn't really bother me, but I don't think the Texans corners will really have a game against Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon. I think the Texans defense will be pretty good. Give me Texans. And now week 17, Texans are at the Green Bay Packers. And this game's gonna be on I think Sunday. Yeah, this game's gonna be on Sunday Night Football. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going Texans. Psych, I'm going Packers here. I'm going Packers to win this game. It's going to be in Lambeau, freezing cold, week 17. It's going to be January 4th, and that's where, we might get a snow game here potentially. I'm going Packers to beat the Texans here week 17. And week 18 to end the season, Texans host the Tennessee Titans. Get the brooms out. I think the Texans sweeping the Titans this year. So I think the Houston Texans finished with a record of 10-7, which I believe is 2 more losses than that a year ago. Not great, but maybe is good enough to make a playoff spot. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. How do y'all think? Y'all think the Texans winning more or less than 10 games? Let me know. You can always find me at Hurricane Mike, Kyle Phelps, and Come On In Sports Network. And I'm leaving you as always with a who dat, and don't be a Fail Cans fan.